Hi everyone, my name is Emily Harmon. I am starting my first semester of my Master's of Science in Health Promotion and Leadership, and I'm really excited and nervous, as I'm sure all of you guys are. And I chose this degree because I want to make a change in my community and make an impact in both my professional and personal life with the information that I use in this program, and then also to have more career opportunities in advance in my current career, which I'll get to later in the next slide. But this is a picture of me. This is my natural look. I do not like wearing makeup or doing my hair or anything, but when I have to go out in public, this is more what I look like. So you guys get the real me. So my current employment, to give a little background information before I go into what my current job is, I graduated from EIU with my in Family Consumer Sciences in May of 2019, so my bachelor's. And during my bachelor's, everybody has to do an internship. And I did my internship with the University of Illinois Extension with a family life educator. And during that time with my internship, I got on as extra help in their front office stuff, in their front office position. So I was working up there. And then after I graduated in May of 2019, I came into my current role as a Family Consumer Sciences Program Coordinator. And I am based in the Champaign area. And if you guys know Extension, we are based in all the counties in Illinois. And there's also one in Coles County. So if anybody's in Charleston, you could hop on over there and see the extension office. I think it's in Charleston. Don't quote me on that. But part of my job as a program coordinator is we get to provide educational programming for 4 counties in East Central Illinois. So the Champaign, Ford, Iroquois, and Vermilion counties. And we can work outside of those counties. Like if there's a need for family life or consumer economics in another part of the state, then we can do so. But I'm mainly responsible for my 4 counties. But since COVID has happened, we've had to drastically change the way that we produce materials or provide education. So we're doing a lot more digital content and webinars that are offered via Zoom because traditionally we would offer more in-person programming than online programming, but COVID has restricted that, so we're doing a lot more online opportunities and kind of had to rethink the way that we do things so they're more easily accessible for people online. And my other kind of fun job is I am part of the catering staff at Pear Tree Estates, and there's a picture of their building in the bottom left-hand corner of our screen. And this is located in the Champaign area if anybody's been here or familiar with Pear Tree. But this is a fun job for me because I get to see some pretty amazing events like weddings, graduation parties, volunteer events, you name it, I've probably seen it. And my bosses that I work for are absolutely great, and the staff, it's just super fun. And it's a very energetic and a very fast-paced environment. So my shifts go super fast, but also, like I mentioned, I don't really have to think about this job, so it's just super fun for me, and I get to see some fun people as well. Some fun facts about me: I got married to my husband Nick this past January in Florida on the beach. We're up in the right-hand corner over there, and we are just so lucky that we were able to do that. And as COVID is keeps plugging along and I'm seeing all these weddings getting canceled or postponed, I'm just so thankful that we were able to do that. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, I have 4 sisters, and I am a triplet. So, and we have an additional older sister, so the 4. And from left to right, it is my sister Bria with the blue jacket on, my sister Tiffany with the white shirt on, and then me in the middle. This picture was actually taken at my graduation in May, and then my sister Shelby, who I'm kind of cutting off. But so my parents had my oldest sister Bria first, and then they decided they wanted one more, and they did in vitro because they were having issues, and they got triplets. So here we are, but we're so thankful. I love my sisters, and I couldn't imagine not, number one, not being a triplet, and number two, not having 4 sisters because there was always something to do. What brings me joy slash what makes me happy? I love reading. I'm an avid reader. I love going to the bookstore and finding a good book. I'm known to reread. one book multiple times because that's just who I am. But I'm currently reading Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I was a twihard back in the day, and when I heard Midnight Sun was coming out, I knew I had to read it for the nostalgia, and I'm about over halfway through it, and I love it. It is bringing back all those Twilight feelings. And then if you see in the top right-hand corner, I am an aunt to two beautiful nieces. I am so grateful. So the one in the EIU shirt, her name is Joey and she's about 2 years old. And then the little girl, her name is Lenny and she's about 3 months old. And if you see the tubes on her, she was born with a congenital heart defect. So she has had a pretty rough start to life in these 3 months, but she has persevered and she will never know how strong she is. But I get to spoil these two rotten and I love them so much. And then spending time with my husband. I love spending time with him, and we bought a side by side probably in April, and we like to go riding outside and just explore the country where we live. We live out in the country in the middle of nowhere, so we just like exploring to see everything that's around us. And we in the bottom left hand corner, you can see us on it with our niece who loves to go riding. That's what she called it. Let's go ride. So whenever she comes over, we have to go ride before we go to bed. And then I love Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Man, oh man. If I have an addiction, that is it. If I could get it every single day, I would. So it's probably a good thing that I live in the middle of nowhere and there's not a Dunkin' to be found. And then last but not least, I love Disney World. My husband and I, we went there for our honeymoon after we got married, and it was my first time going and with no COVID restrictions. Like I'm seeing COVID, like the restrictions Disney has with COVID right now, and I'm once again, so thankful that we were able to go and experience Disney for what it is. And I I am hooked and I am addicted and I want to go back. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I can't wait to watch everybody else's videos and work with you guys throughout the semester.